Okay, for this side, we're now getting ready for the 30, 60, 90 special right triangle. And remember that the rule for this one is different than your 45, 45, 90 because now we've got different angle measures and different relationships. So we've got a short leg out here, which remember that the short leg is going to be our side length S. And we've got the longer leg down here, and the relationship for the longer leg I'll talk about in just a second. And then you've got your hypotenuse right here across from that 90-degree angle. What's the hypotenuse in relation to that short leg? Hypotenuse is 2 times that length short leg of S. What is the relationship of the long leg? It is going to be the side length times root 3. How did 9th grade Miss Sanchez remember that it was a root 3 on this special relationship? Well, the 30, 60, 90 triangle has a 3 in it. So that's the one with the long leg of side root 3. The 45, 45, 90 triangle has 2 45-degree angles and it has the root 2 in it. Anyways, hope that helps. But let's go do a couple of examples of this one and see how you did. So I actually started in class on number 2 because this is the more basic one. Notice that they gave us a side length of the short leg of 3. If I know that the side length is 3, then I know that 2 times that side length is going to be 2 times 3, or 6. So if my hypotenuse is 6 and my short leg is 3, then remember the length of the long leg is equal to your side length root 3. Well, my side length is just 3. So it's 3 root 3, and I'm done. This is a basic relationship of the 30, 60, 90. Let's do number 5, which is the same basic relationship. Notice that our side length of the short leg across from the 30 is just a 5. My hypotenuse is going to be double that, or 2 times 5. My hypotenuse is 10, and my long leg is going to be the side length root 3, or 5 root 3. How'd you do? So these are 2 examples of the basic short leg, long leg, hypotenuse relationship. Now let's go look at one that's going backwards, like number 6. Number 6 has a side length root 3 already labeled in for your long leg. Check this out right here. So if my side length root 3, if right here I've got this 7, that means that my side length is a 7. So side length across from that short leg is just 7. What's the relationship of my hypotenuse? It's 2 times that side length, or 2 times 7, which is 14. So again, this is a more basic one, but it's working backwards when given the long leg. Now, besides those basic ones, sometimes it just gets weird. So let's go up and do a couple of the weird ones. Number 1, notice they gave us the long leg, but the long leg doesn't have a root 3 in it. The long leg is just a plain 3. So I know that this long leg is equal to 3, and 3 is going to be equal to the rule of the side length root 3. So I need to solve backwards for that missing side length by dividing root 3 to both sides. When I divide root 3 to both sides, I get 3 over root 3 as my side length, but I just showed you guys in class today how we cannot leave a square root in the denominator. We need to rationalize that denominator. So you're going to multiply both the top and the bottom by root 3. That's going to give us 3 root 3 on the top over root 9. 3 root 3 over 3, or just root 3. What did I just find? My missing side length. So my hypotenuse is going to be 2 times that missing side length, and now I'm done. All right, on this next one, they gave us the hypotenuse of 3. And again, 3 is double the side length. So we're going to make another little equation here where we know 3 is equal to double whatever the side length should be. And then we're going to solve backwards for that side length. So we're going to say divided by 2 divided by 2. We're going to say that the side length is equal to 3 halves. So across from the 30 is my side length of 3 halves for my short leg. Now what's the relationship of the long leg? The long leg is the side length root 3. So we just take that 3 halves and put that in front of root 3. How'd you do? Okay, so here I go again. Number 4 is just like number 3, where they're giving us a hypotenuse of a whole number. So 5 is equal to 2 times this side length. So dividing both sides by 2, we're going to get that the side length is equal to 5 halves, another fraction. So if my short leg across from the 30 is 5 halves. Then my long leg is going to be 5 halves root 3. Okay, going down to number 7. Oh, it's a nice basic one. This is my side length is equal to 11 on the short leg. And so my hypotenuse is double that short leg, or 22. And then my long leg is just short leg root 3, or 11 root 3. How'd you do? Remember to keep pausing the video and trying these and then checking your answer. Okay, ooh, another basic one, yay. My long leg is 13 root 3. Do you see that side length staring at you? My side length is just 13. My hypotenuse is just double that 13. All right, this next one gives us 12 for the long leg. Uh-oh, this is one of those equation ones. So we're going to say 12 is equal to the side length root 3. This is the formula for a 30, 60, 90. And then we're going to divide both sides by the root 3. But we can't leave a root 3 in the denominator. So we need to rationalize that denominator, multiply both by root 3. That's going to equal 12 root 3 over 3, or 4 root 3 as my final simplified answer. Okay, so sorry, I labeled that on the wrong side, guys. Here is the long leg, but my short leg is 4 root 3. Now, what was that long leg? I'm sorry, the hypotenuse relationship. It's double that short length. So 4 times 2, or 8 root 3 is my hypotenuse. How'd you do? All right, number 10, they gave us the hypotenuse of 12. We know that 12 is 2 times the side length. So if I divide that in half, we can see that the side length is going to be 6. That's my short leg across from the 30. And then the relationship for the long leg is the side length root 3. Okay, I've got a hypotenuse on number 11 again. I know the hypotenuse is double that side length. So what's half of that hypotenuse? My side length is going to be 3. I know that the long leg is the side length in front of a root 3. How'd you do? Over here, I've got a nice basic one. My side length is just 4. My hypotenuse is double that. My long leg is 4 root 3. Here I've got a 4 on my hypotenuse. I know my hypotenuse is double the side length. Divide both sides by 2. I'm getting a side length for my short leg of 2. And I know the long leg is side length times root 3. Over here, I've got a nice backwards one. I've got an 8 as my side length. Do you see it there? So my side length is an 8, and my hypotenuse is double that 8. Okay. Oh, a nice, another easy one for number 15. Across from the 30, I've got my side length of 9. My hypotenuse is double that. And then I've got a 9 root 3 long leg. Okay, this one, across from the 60, we have a 10 root 3. Do you see that side length staring at you? So my side length is just 10. My hypotenuse is double that. Same on the next one. Do you see that side length staring at you? I can see that my side length is 12 and my hypotenuse is double that. Last but not least, they have to give us a big mama. Notice that hypotenuse 26 root 2 is equal to double my side length. So divide by 2. I'm getting 13 root 2 as my side length. And then across from the 60, I'm going to have 13 root 2 times root 3. So 13 root 6 is my final side length. Woo, how'd you do? That was brutal. Wouldn't you say the 30, 60, 90s are a little trickier than the 45, 45, 90s? That's normal. Great job, you guys. We'll keep practicing.